The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
Oh, yeah, cats and kittens. Welcome back to The Commercial Break. I'm Bryan Green. This is my dear friend and the co-host of this show, Krissy Joy Hoadley. Best to you, Krissy.
Best to you, Bryan.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. How the hell are you? Thanks for joining us on a Merch Drop Friday. That's right, Merch Drop Friday. Now, you'll incessantly hear about it for only 2 more weeks, and then again in 3 more months. I'm wearing my Commercial Break University sweater, which is very comfortable. Indeed.
Yes, it is.
Krissy. It's very comfortable. It's good looking. Sexy, if you will. I mean, I don't want to call myself sexy, but other people have in the past. In the throes of passion. I can't remember her name, but lovely girl.
It's a very sexy sweatshirt.
It is. It makes me look good. It fits in all the right places, as they would say. Mainly up here and not down around here. Stay with the chest away from the belly and you'll be good. I'm lucky I don't have those, like, ever-growing man boobs. But, I mean, I don't, like, I don't have a ton of extra weight. I got extra weight, but not a ton of it. But I don't have those man boobs. But if I did, this would be the sweater that I would wear because it covers you nicely. It's a nice
thick material.
Nice thick material. It hangs nicely. Anyway, shoptcbpodcast.com. Shoptcbpodcast.com is open right now for you to pre-order your merch. Please go do that, and we would be happy to automatically, no charge, at our expense, give you a cruise to the Bahamas. We would love to do that, but we can't do that, so we won't do that. What we will do is we will give you a free TCB sticker, a Best to You sticker that we designed ourselves. And by ourselves, I mean other people outside the company designed, and they were lovely about it.
We picked it.
And we picked it. Mm-hmm. We went like that one.
Yes.
And thank you to AKT, Odyssey, and Astrid for putting all of this together on our very first merch drop. I can imagine right now AKT is probably having a hard time keeping up with all the orders, Krissy.
There's demand is high.
The demand is high. They're probably like...
like on Google when you see like the 9 to 5 of the business and it has the huge yellow spike.
Yes.
Like very busy.
Yes. Right now, whatever hour you're listening to, it's very busy. I can see the people at AKT probably have like a mission control room.
Yes.
Like some of those, technology-based businesses do. Like a mission control room, and it's probably like 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0, 1. Yes! Quick, to the printing room. I used to work... I was an internet marketer in the days of the MLM known as search engine optimization. And I would go and I would sell search engine optimizes to people. And
you want to be first on Google?
Yeah. You want to be first on Google? You got to be on the first page of Google. If you're not on the first page of Google, no one's going to find you. Which, by the way, was true back then. Yeah. It wasn't like it was, I was selling fanciful. Well, I was selling magic because in the sense that we would never tell anybody that it was probably pretty easy to do yourself, but we didn't want to let you know that. But for $50,000 a month, you can be like number 3. And then for $100,000 a month, you can be number 2. And for $150,000 a month, still can't guarantee you're going to be number 1. Mm-hmm. But I walked into this, we had this client, and the client, what they did, they were kind of like Iron Mountain. They would take all your records, they would scan them in for you, and then they would either store them securely or shred
your
them.
Files?
Your paper files.
Your paper files, yeah.
Yeah. So they would take your documents, scan them in, and they were a big, at the end of the day, like technology business. Mm-hmm. They were putting everything in the cloud, then they were actually physically storing them or making sure that they were gotten rid of securely. How they did that, I don't know. Put them in the back of an unmarked vehicle and send them to Venezuela. I'm not sure. I don't know. But they had this big control room in their office, and it was like badass. They had like hundreds of computer screens, and they were monitoring all the things all around the world and their certain server locations. Data. It was like 5 guys in there, always looked very busy, and I never understood any of it, but I always thought it was very cool. And now, who knew that just a short 10 years later, I would also have a very similar situation, still don't understand what's going on, still have no clue what our mission control is all about. I have no idea what any of these things do. But what I do know is that someone down at AKT right now is probably scrambling to figure out how they handle all the traffic on shoptcbpodcast.com. So go buy your merch. There it is. You've been asking for it. We gave it to you. And free sticker with every single purchase. One of the things that I wanted to follow up on was a lady named Lauren and her daughter Bella. I think I mentioned that Bella had texted and said that my mom and I listened to the commercial break in the car. So we listened to it together, essentially. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And she's a younger lady, a teenager. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. And we've had a number of teenagers actually who've texted us over the years and said, I'm listening to the show. I listen to the show for various reasons. I like it.
Good life advice.
Yeah, I don't take any advice from me. Listen to Krissy. Don't listen to me. If I say it, discount it automatically as either bullshit or the exact opposite of whatever you think you should be doing. Okay, when I write the book, you will understand just what a dum-dum I am. One day I'm gonna put it into like 150 pages rather than 800 episodes of the commercial break. But I thought it was very nice that they wrote in and that they were listening together. Mm-hmm. I thought, Mother of the Year award right there, listening to the commercial break with your daughter. But hey, Astrid listens to the commercial break in the car with my kids, and they're eventually gonna figure it all out too. And
yeah, you tune it out after a while.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I even tune myself out sometimes. I swear to God, this happened to me, Krissy. I had to do a commercial read. So I did a commercial read. I'm not going to say who it was, but I did a commercial read. And then and when you do a commercial read, I'll give you a little like bird's eye view, a little fly in the wall perspective of what happens. So I'll get copy. Let's look at.
Come on down to Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah, exactly. It's Tuesday night. Come on down to Joe's. And that's what happens, right? And then I have to do it again.
Yes.
Check. Come on down to Joe's Crab Shack. It's Tuesday night. And what do you want? All you can eat buttery crab legs to drip all over your chin, make you get fat and shit out in the morning. Joe's Crab Shack now offering free tetanus shots with every basket of raw oysters. Joe's Crab Shack actually has crabs. No, not that kind. Yes, that kind. Mention Joe's Crab Shack for $10 off your penicillin shot. At Joe's Crab Shack and Medical Group, we want to take care of you. All you can eat hush puppies. All you can eat hush puppies. Cooked in the same oil that we cook our crabs in. You'll be smelling like fish for days.
Oh my God.
You want to turn on the ladies? Put on a bib and crack some buttery crab legs.
Put on a bib.
Nothing says fuck me like garlic butter dripping down your beard. You want her dog to like you? Smell like crabs. He'll be licking you till Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
He'll be licking your ass while she gets at the front. It'll be a good time had by all. But you stop and you start.
Yeah,
you stop and you start.
Uh-huh.
You read a sentence and you fuck up a sentence and then you read it again and then you got to cut it all up and put it together nicely so it sounds like one long thing that you've said. But unbelievably, sometimes the hardest thing to do is to actually read a script because you got to get like the connotation and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I read this ad. It's a little long. It's like 1.5 minutes long. And then I cut it up and I edit it. And I put it all together to one nice, neat little package. And then I got to listen to it just to make sure that it's all correct. Right?
That's a good practice.
You don't know how many. It's like, that is good practice. Make sure I get it out. Make sure I'm saying Joe's Crab Shack and not Bo's Crab Shack.
It's best practices, if you will.
Yes, best practices. We'll circle back on that.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times I had to stop and restart that one single audio file because I tuned myself out like 100 different times. It's like reading a book and you got to go back and read
Yes,
the page
yes.
because you forgot what you weren't even really
Your
paying
mind
attention.
went to something else.
Your mind went to something else. I did it like 100 times. And finally I was like, okay, I know I have to get out of the studio for a minute, get some fresh air and come back to it. And even when I came back to it, I still was having a hard time concentrating on my own voice because I find it to be kind of boring. Actually, I don't know. But I listen to a lot of my voice. So
You do. You have to listen to a lot.
speaking of Joe's Crab Shack, side note before we get to something for Bella and Lauren, which is the whole reason why I did this, is that Bella had said that she really liked Pauly Couch Cushions.
Oh, yeah.
And that
He's a good one.
She said, we'll take all of that you got. And I said, I'll get to one this next week. And then Blue had her whole incident, and so I had to run a best of Pauly Couch Cushions. Well, I have a new video from Pauly, just dropped a couple days ago.
Really?
And we'll get to it. Yeah, it's a part of a series that he's doing.
Oh.
So it's like episode number 5 is what he's saying, but I didn't see 1 through 4. So I'm not sure if maybe he didn't even know, he didn't record the first 4. He's really out there. He's really out there.
Yeah.
And now he's also on Instagram, and now a lot of people have they're sharing his. When you have more shares than you do likes, that probably means that people don't like the reel. They just think you're funny. And that's happened to us a couple times. When we went down to Naples, we went to Old Naples. We went to Tin City. Tin City is the first port that Naples ever had where all of the fishermen would come in and then they'd co-op their fish and they'd sell it to the locals or the restaurants or whatever. Yeah. They would put up tin roofs. They'd have these boat docks and then they'd put up tin roofs. Well, in 1970-something, an artist started to go down there and paint all the comings and goings of the fishermen. Back when they were like on dinghies. This is not like actual fishing, like way back when.
Right.
So he would watch these local fishermen.
Independent.
Yeah, like independent little, a guy who would go out, throw a net out, catch some fish, come back, sell it to the locals, have it for dinner or whatever. So this guy started painting back in the 60s. He started painting them. This is an interesting story. I think it's an interesting story. He started painting them as they would come in. And he had a dream that one day he would put up a tin shack and he would sell his art down there like they were selling their fish down there. Well, he did. And he bought a lot of as people would go out of business or move or change, he would buy a lot of these old tin shacks.
Tins.
Yes, tins. And so then he started like an indoor-outdoor mall with restaurants and ice cream shops and little art galleries, something called Tin City. It's rustic. It's on the water. It's in a port. So it's not like the beach. It's in a port. There's traffic. There's boats. There's all this other stuff. And they have a fish restaurant there. And I'm not going to give the name away, but it's right on the water. Like we walk in, it's a restaurant. They have a bar. And then you look out the back and there's like a little boardwalk where the boats come in and park. And then 5 feet from it, you're sitting on elevated deck with a railing. And they have tables against that railing. So you're watching as all of the boat traffic comes in and out of the port of Naples.
That's fun.
And so you walk in and we were instantly hit with an overwhelming smell of fresh fish. Like fish, the smell, saltwater, fish, blood, saltwater and blood, essentially. And we say, oh, hey, 8 of us or whatever. They put us at a table right next to this boardwalk where... And as we start walking to the table with my young children, there is a couple of teenagers that are parked that are cleaning a boat right in front of where the table is. And then there are a couple of teenagers that are on the boardwalk and they have a fish probably 4 feet long.
Wow.
And it is sliced from stip to stern with its eyeballs bloodied and its mouth agape. They were gutting the fish right there on the boardwalk. Like they had a gutting station right there where you're sitting and eating. Krissy, then it's a fish restaurant. So, I'm going through the menu. It was a lot. And I'm going through the menu. And the last thing I could think about eating was fish. One of my daughters found it fascinating. The other one was like, it's a monster, and it did look like a monster. And mainly because it's had its fucking intestines hanging out on the boardwalk. And I just couldn't think of eating fish in that moment. I was like, no, I think I'm going to go for a burger. And actually, that wasn't a great choice either.
You got a burger at the seafood place.
Yeah, I did. I know, I'm that idiot. I'm that asshole. And why would you? But I just could not stomach fish right in that moment. Couldn't stomach it whatsoever. But everybody else who had fish liked it. And then one of my daughters wanted to order oysters.
Oh.
And her grandma and grandpa are like, okay, order oysters. And I'm like, No.
That's really
No.
adventurous for a young child.
It's adventurous as dangerous.
Yeah.
You're really not supposed to eat oysters before you're 12 years old because your gut doesn't have the bacteria to fight other bacteria that the oyster
Did other
have.
people at the table have oysters? Or
They ordered the oysters.
Okay, so she had seen the oysters being ordered and eaten. I was thinking she just out of the blue said, I want some oysters.
Well, she had seen them,
Okay.
and then one of the grandparents decided to order them. Then they came to the table. Only then did I become like aware of the conversation that was
Yeah.
going on in Spanish. And I was like, no, I told Astrid, I'm like, And she's like, why not? And I'm like, because it's a raw oyster. People die from eating raw oysters. They die all the time. It happens from eating raw oysters. If you don't have the flora and fauna in your fucking gut to take care of raw oyster juice, you could easily get very sick. And I'm like, I don't want to take the chance. And then Astrid's like, that's not true. And so I Google it instantaneously. Google's like, no, children this young are not supposed to have raw oysters. Don't do it. Now, I'm sure there are children that have raw oysters. But even in a fresh fish place, you don't necessarily know, And then the raw oysters are from cold water. They're cold water oysters. So it's like, so wait, you're a fish restaurant in the port of Naples, and you have cold water oysters. How far did they have to travel? I don't know. Ever since I heard about that couple that died of the oyster poisoning, oysters make me nervous, even though I love them.
I do not. I've never been a big oyster. I like the Rockefeller kind, with the cheese and the
those are delicious.
Spinach,
Delicious.
but they're not. No raw for me on the oysters.
No. I think at this point I'm done with it. We had raw oysters and sushi at our wedding.
Yes.
9 years ago today.
Yes.
As we're recording this, 9 years ago today. And my dad had to go to the hospital
Oh, no.
the next day. They actually had to wheel him out and take him to a hospital because he got a
Sick.
incredible case of food poisoning, and the doctor said it was likely a fish-based food sickness because it came on so quickly.
Yeah,
ate
that's
it.
usually when you know.
Yeah, and then in the middle of the night, they were taking him to the hospital. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, my dad also had a broken leg at my wedding, too.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah,
I had to go look.
I
through
think
my
he was in a
pictures.
wheelchair.
What?
Yeah, he was. I think he was. I think he was in a wheelchair
Okay.
at my wedding. One of my weddings. Is
Yeah.
that wedding or was the other wedding?
I don't think it was your wedding to Astrid.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
No? Well, listen, they're all the weddings are blending together at this point. I've had 4 weddings. I don't know. Who knows? 4 weddings with 2 people. By the way, there you go. So stop it. Stop all the shit. Stop all your shit. All right, so let's take a break. And when we get back, I will put on some Pauly Couch Cushions for Lauren and Bella. Go to shoptcbpodcast.com right now to pre-order your merch if that's what you choose to do. I've had a lot of interactions with people on the phone over the last couple of weeks about merch. And I know that we're hitting you over the head with it, but you have to understand, when you broadcast this frequently, we don't know how often you listen. We have no idea how many people tune in on a daily basis, and you have to get the word out. So that's why you're hearing so much about our merch. We'd like you to know, and then you can make the choice. So just bear with us. It won't last long. It's not like the live shows where for 6 months I told you 3 times an episode about our live shows,
No,
and
we
then
never did.
never even showed up. This time, the merch actually is live. You can actually purchase it. So stick with me. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea to listen to us talk about our own merch, but it's our first time doing it. So we're all learning.
Excited.
We're learning as we go along, Krissy. Excuse me. I'm on a little sweet tart kick.
Yes, you are.
I like sweet tarts.
And the Smarties.
They're so good. Yeah, the Smarties are good too. Okay, Pauly Couch Cushions. Back for episode number 5 of a series that I can only find one episode of. He's back with the $1 bill couch cushions, the $100 bill couch cushions, big bottle of water, and a pair of glasses this time.
Yeah. Studious look.
Hat backwards. He's got his beard. He's
Wife beater, the
wife beater.
the pants he's about to bust out of.
Oh, my
Jeez, look
God.
at those thighs.
Yeah, they're big. He's a big boy. No doubt about it. I don't want to fight you. I just want to let you know that. We're just having fun with you, Paul.
Yeah.
And then Jerry Lee Lewis on one of his arms, I think. Or is that Al Capone? Is that Bugsy?
I don't know. I thought maybe it was Walt Disney for me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not Walt Disney. I think it might be Bugsy. Bugsy Malone? No, I don't know. Who knows? Okay, let's listen to what Pauly has to say.
Back to episode 5. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pauly can count.
Right off the bat.
Woo! You're coming out hot, Pauly. Teaching us how to count to 5. I love it.
Of lead her. And, I want to have sex, so let's make this quick. So with that.
What?
What?
I want to have sex, so let's make this quick.
Episode number 5 of Lita.
I think lead her.
Lead her. I want to have sex, so let's make this quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You as quick as you want to do, Pauly. Let's go. I bet you're going to make it quick. I bet you are going to make it quick.
Today we're going to talk about how discipline as a man, refraining from things, an angel of scarcity, an angel of resistance, right, as a better word, an angel of resistance. God's
Is he blinking?
No.
He hasn't blinked yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's really weird because he just doesn't blink.
There's some chemical running through his body. It's got to be. I don't know. You tell me. I'm not an expert. I'm not saying he is for sure, but there's just a weird pattern of either super sleepiness or way awake.
favorite child, and discipline bleeds into your relationship. So today we're going to break down that discipline is freedom in dating and in business and in life. So most men do not.
Let me adjust my wife beater. It can't be adjusted. It's literally pasted onto your chest. It's crazy.
Understand that. So I'm just going to answer 3 questions for my girl. We're going to titty pat. Yeah, titty pat.
Titty pat, titty pat. We're going to putty pat, titty pat. Listen, I'm going to
Not
stay
wax,
here.
patty wax.
That's right. I got a naked set of tits behind the camera, so we're going to pity pat, putty pat. I'm going to show you my testicles through my DACAs, my Gap jeans.
Pat. You know, that's what we do. We go back and forth with questions on the live call so you guys can see what this thing
On the live call, even though this is not live, it's on YouTube, it's recorded, but this is a live call in my brain, okay? All right? Hey, Krissy, listen. Don't blame me. Put it on God. God said it, not me, all right? Okay? Shut up. Can't hear myself think.
about. In the description box, I'm going to leave 2 things for you. If you're going to get something free on both. So you click the Instagram.
I'm going to leave you a special package in the comments box, so go down there and grab it. Get it. Just put your fingers on it. What are you doing? Grab it.
Link. Follow me, comment on a video, screenshot your comment, DM it to me, say I did it, coach, and I'll send you 2 free ebooks.
Follow me. Screenshot it, take a picture, record it, put it on the VHS, send it to yourself, postage, pre-mail, stamp, UPS, over there, tell your mom, call a cat, figure it out, do your litter box, send an audio message, DM me, voicemail, message, Facebook, send it to me, I'm going to give you something for free. No problem.
On dating, relationships, advice, everything A to Z, and or just go to the newsletter, get free advice. Why would you not want it? If you can't even go to the newsletter, subscribe, and get free dating, fitness, diet advice, then I wouldn't want to work with you in coaching or just be even friends with you.
I don't want to. If you don't subscribe to my newsletter, send me a screenshot, DM me, subscribe, follow me, link, hit the smash the subscribe bell. I don't want to know you. I don't want to be friends with you, Krissy. That's it. By the way, I can't close my eyes. Can you call an ambulance?
Well, did you see a minute ago? It was almost like he relaxed them.
Relaxed them.
And then they shut.
Yeah, they shut like his eyes rolled in the back of his head. Yeah. Interesting.
You gave me free game and I was struggling. And
there it is.
I would take it. I'd sign up twice. I'd put my email, my friend's email, and I'd make another email.
I'd sign up everybody I know.
I'd sign up. I'd sign up. I'd sign my friend up, and I'd make up another email. He's telling you to spam him.
Yeah.
Hi.
Put that email because it's such good information. With that being said, on a more serious note, let's jump into it, guys. I'm going to introduce my girl right here. We're going to get into it. Next episode 6 and 7, she's going to be on at face value right here. And you're going to see her in the video because she's not going to hide.
Right here on either side.
No, right here, 2 sides. One leg here, one leg here. But not this episode, 6 and 7, which, by the way, doesn't exist. I looked and it's not there.
We're going to get after it tonight. All right, so let's rock. So let's get into it, man. Discipline is your freedom in life. So answer me the first question, baby, please. Thank you.
What?
What happened? Hard cut, hat turned forward, eyes half closed.
Yeah.
Some girl talking. What's going on here?
I have no idea.
Wow, this is worse than an episode of the commercial break.
Does discipline in your body bleed into your dating life?
Okay, I'm sure that was a question sent in. I'm sure.
Go ahead and answer it.
Go ahead and answer it. Go ahead and answer it. I'm going to take a nap.
I feel like when you show discipline for yourself, that could only transpire into, I feel like, any kind of relationship you have in your life, not just...
How does it transpire into a relationship? Now, I'm not really good with words either, but I'm pretty sure you don't transpire into a relationship.
No.
You know, with a significant other, because it just shows how determined you are.
He fell asleep. He fell asleep.
He is.
Oh, my God.
His eyes are closed.
Oh, my God.
And he had her ask the question and answer it, and she's not in front of us. We can't see
We
her.
can't
She's
see
off
her.
to the side.
Yeah, she's behind the camera.
Yeah.
He's in front on his pleather couch.
Falling asleep.
With a rug behind his head for what reason, I don't know. And then the $200 bill couch cushions on there. Pauly Couch Cushions. I'm going to stop for just 1 second and be dead fucking serious for a minute. Pauly, if you for some reason stumble across this video or Google alerts you that you've been tagged in a video or whatever it is, that you know the deal. Buddy, if you've got a problem, get help for it. This doesn't seem normal.
No.
Well, either you have narcolepsy, like an actual serious problem, or there's some chemical that's making this happen, because this seems like nodding out to me. Nodding out like from opiate-based medications. I could be wrong. I might be 100% off base. But I've seen this in my lifetime, and it's very familiar to me. This behavior is very familiar to me.
And you know how to handle situations properly, so therefore...
He just fell asleep. His head just nodded down.
Yeah, his head is literally falling down.
Oh, my Christ have mercy.
That person takes you seriously for those reasons.
What is happening?
Guys, you have to watch this video, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. This makes me concerned for Pauly. His eyes just wouldn't close for the first part of this video. Snap when his girlfriend or whoever she is starts talking. And within 1 second of her starting to talk, his eyes rolled in the back of his head. They closed, and now his chin is on his chest.
Okay. So there's two reasons why. So number one, why? Ask me the question again.
Oh my God.
All right, just two reasons.
Ask me
What were
again.
we talking about? Shut up. I didn't say it. God said it.
Does discipline in your body bleed into your dating
He's
life?
falling asleep again.
Whether she's talking about fitness, business, whatever, she says body, but I don't know if she's actually correlating to fitness. Why discipline in your body bleeds into your relationship is because the things that you do for yourself is what you'll do for her. The things that you lead for yourself is how you're going to lead her. But more importantly, discipline creates freedom through the universal law. So fuck any other...
Whoa.
Discipline creates law of the universe in the things that we would... And fuck...
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And why you would put this out here and think that looks good.
Yeah, who's editing this?
I mean-
Are you? You're editing this? Listen, I cannot tell you with any certainty, with any confidence, that I have never felt a little sleepy on the commercial break. But I can guarantee I've never fully closed my eyes and gone to sleep. Never. There's been a few interviews, okay? Sometimes when the other people are doing the talking. When other people are doing talking, Bryan takes a cat nap. That's why I talk so much.
reason other than the universal law rewards daily habits over and over again, and every time you set up a neural pathway and a chemical process of doing the same thing again, you become a better human. So if you stick to something for 7 days, you're more likely to stick to it for 21. It takes 28 days to build a habit. At day 28 of working out, eating better foods, and creating a better self, you're now...
Krissy, on day one,
What was the question again?
what was the question again? I'm sorry. Who said it? God said it. I'm sorry. What happened? Shut up.
And then
You're on half contact.
he's doing some kind of like memorized script or something. I don't know.
No, this is stream of consciousness talking. It's just stream of consciousness talking. That's why it makes absolutely no sense. I can think of somebody else in our universe that we all pay attention to that also does this same kind of talking. Sounds like it's a script, but it's too stupid to be a script.
better shape. Now you're doing social media leads every day. Now you're making more money. So in turn, the discipline's going to create
Wait,
more
hold
money.
on. You're leading her, but then you're making social media scripts?
I don't know. I think this relates back to the original question of like how discipline, something to do with discipline. How
That's
does
right, Krissy.
discipline with your body translate to discipline?
Take your body,
with
you make a
your life
Facebook
or
ad,
something.
you post it on Instagram. By day 21, you're taking
trying to
lots
make sense of this.
supplements. And then you... What was the question?
The body was
You answer it.
Yeah, that was so weird.
You answer it.
You answer it. I
I
nap.
know. That's because I'm going to take a nap.
a woman, and then in turn, with the better woman that you have, you're going to make more money, more energy, create a better life for that woman. You're going to do better experiences and memories. You're going to show leadership. She's going to want to live her life the way you live your life because it's inspiring. And then just in general, outside of her following your lead, your universal laws are just going to reward you in a way that you're doing good for yourself. So good things are bound to happen to you. So now great things are going to happen. It's not
Is
about
he telling
faith or
himself
God.
this?
We've only done like 5 or 6 of these videos, maybe even 4 of these videos, but this is some
This is the
babbly
bizarre.
ass bullshit. It's really bizarre. So bizarre, it's fascinating.
I know.
Anything. This is about the universal law, which is the unspoken word of God, rewarding you with successful behaviors, and then all the things.
Rewarding you with successful and then what's the next word? And then how do I pull it all together?
things that
Stick the landing, Pauly. Stick the landing.
come better and money, life, energy, your body is going to reward you the better woman. Next question, please.
Oh my God.
He stuck the landing. Next question, please.
What are the 3 most
He fell asleep again.
Well, now it makes it seem like he's like thinking about
Yeah, he's
what he's
thinking-
napping and thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking about the tooth fairy. He's having sugar plums dancing in his head.
beta behaviors
No, he's sleeping.
men do daily that ruin their success? That beta
They had to cut the video.
Yep.
I think probably because he fell asleep. He was literally, this time he leaned his head backwards and his eyes were fluttering. So he was sleeping.
behaviors is a man that it doesn't do more than what he is already doing to get further in life. He's comfortable where he's at, and that constantly has negative verbiage and
What?
What? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Who wrote it? All right, let's go back to the beginning of this question. Hold on 1 second. All right, ready? Look at his eyes when you fast forward.
Ooh, that's so weird.
They're rolling in the back of his head. That's weird.
And his chest muscles like
Yeah,
flexing.
twitching. Yeah. Here it goes. There he nods out. Look at his eyes go right in the back of his head. Okay, let's
what
watch.
are the 3 most beta behaviors men do daily that ruin their success? That beta behavior.
And then a
then
cut.
it cuts.
She wakes him up. It seems like a totally different time of day
It
because now the
does,
light
sun,
changes.
the light has changed.
He just nodded out.
Behaviors is a man that it doesn't do more than what he is already doing to get further in life. He's comfortable where he's at, and that constantly has negative verbiage and doesn't really ever try to be a positive or in a positive mind frame.
What?
Hold on 1 second, if you don't mind. I got to ask Chad to do something for me here. Hey, chat, ... Can you write me a question to Pauly Couch Cushions that is rambling and stream of consciousness, ? Make it about fitness and women. Okay, I'm going to let, I put Pauly Couch Cushions. Hey, Pauly, like, do you ever think about fitness culture? I don't know, like the ending loop of stretchy pants, doing lunges the other day, I swear, your soul leaves for the dread of skin bikini season, and I wondered if you play with big spandex to keep women in a constant state of glistening dissatisfaction. Like, her name was Brooke. He did a good job, It did a good job, sorry.
Okay, what do you have, 2?
What? You have 2? What did he say? You have 2?
I don't really know what's going on and why he would air this.
I don't know. Well, because it's part 5 of my
God.
part 1 series.
Jeez.
It's part 5 of my
It
one.
seems like evidence of something.
It's part 5 of my 1-part series.
Those are 3 different things.
Those are 3 different things. He's gonna have trouble with this one.
The negative and the verbiage are different.
Negative verbiage, and who's comfortable where he's at. He doesn't do more to get ahead.
No one wrote that he's going to sleep again.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Listen, I find this fascinating. We will continue this, but I want to make a little asterisk here in this episode so that it doesn't appear that I'm totally stepping on someone when they are obviously in need of help. Pauly Couch Cushions. I don't know this guy, but Pauly Couch Cushions seems to be in the throes of some kind of opiate addiction or Xanax, maybe. I don't know. Have you ever taken Xanax?
Have I ever taken a Xanax? Yes. But
Does it make you nod out?
Not like, no.
No,
No.
it doesn't. It doesn't. But it could make you like fall asleep,
Yes.
but not like nod out like this.
No, not when you're in front of a camera doing an interview.
Yeah, it's so weird that you're then broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
3 alpha things would be, like, for instance, when we go out to dinner, right? I tell you where we're going. I do the research. I get the menu ready, right? So you don't have to think about anything. I still let you, like, kind of pick what you want, but not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling really weird about watching this. It's very.
No, I'm going to continue to watch it, but I think it's instructive. I think that you should know out there in the audience that I'm not going to kick someone while they're down. This guy is in some trouble, I think. This is not normal behavior.
Yeah, his speech,
Yeah.
his eyes closing, the whole thing. I have no idea why he's doing this interview right now.
I have no idea why he let this go out on the
right,
air.
and putting that up.
Yeah. It's almost like I feel like I want to like touch base with him and be like, hey man, we were having some fun with your stuff, but I noticed some things and I'm just sharing with you. But then, he probably did. I don't know. Who knows?
Do you like that when we go out, I pick the place, the time, what you're eating, everything A to Z?
I definitely do like that you plan everything all the way from the place we're going, what time, where we're going to be sitting,
He's drinking
what we'll
some-
be eating.
He's drinking some water.
We'll
He's trying to
spend
get
some
freshened up
time
here.
Sitting there and enjoy ourselves more, talking. And
I woke him up a little bit.
down to
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'll be wearing.
The 3 things that.
All right, now we
Okay, now he
changed
changed
again.
again.
represent a
Now he changed. His hat's
Hat's-
backwards. He's
yeah.
sitting up a little bit.
beta male. Doing what he wants opposed to what he must do. Doing what he wants to do opposed to what he's supposed to do. Going to drink with the friends instead of go to bed.
I
on
mean,
a
he could
Friday
be
night.
really
Disciplining
tired
himself
because
to-
of all the working out.
You're
that
right.
he's doing.
You're right. We have to accept that we don't know, Pauly, and there could be
Yeah.
a myriad of things. But here's what I'm going to do.
Maybe he just ate a big spaghetti and meatballs meal.
Hey, listen, been there,
You
done
know.
that. Yes, I do.
You know.
I do. I refuse to eat a meal
Yeah.
here before we go on air because I do get that
Right.
sensation that I want to, like, sleepy, want to fall asleep. But I'm
He's
able.
hitting the gym hard. He's got to come home and eat up. For the protein, the carbs, all that stuff. And then he's trying to do these videos.
Yeah. But then again, we may just be like a lot of people in his life making excuses for behavior that is so obvious. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to let it air. But I'm going to put a pin in Pauly Couch Cushions for now. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about some other stuff. Because I actually, addiction is terrible. And a lot of people
Yes.
will go through it in their lives. I'm sure there are people that are, I know there are people that are listening right now who have been through it. I have done a lot of drugs in my life. And I know that at some point I was in some stage of addiction. While I didn't end up in jail or dead, some people do. And I don't want to kick someone while they're down. Why he let this go out, I'm not sure. It's certainly fair game. But at the same time, it is so obvious to me, just looking at this. This reminds me of so many people I've known who've had problems with opiates. This is how they behave. They fall out in the middle of a conversation. And he's falling out in the middle of a conversation. They're cutting the camera angles hours later, and he's still falling out. So,
Yeah.
Pauly Couch Cushions, we'll find another video that's a little bit more less obvious. I don't know. Let's think about
It's
it.
a little bit funnier. I can't even understand half of what either one of them are saying, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and we don't know. Maybe there's something going on between the two of them. Maybe this is, maybe we're getting like a bird's eye look into people that are in throes of addiction together. I can't imagine that she doesn't understand what's going on because she cut the video. And so,
Or he did, or somebody did. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Anyway, sometimes it starts funny and it ends not
Yeah.
so funny. But yeah, if you need help, there's lots of resources out there. If you too are going through the throes of addiction, there's lots of resources out there. And I hope that you get the help that you need. 212-433-3TCB if you want to talk to somebody about it. Yeah, wow. I don't know what to say about that. I just think that's like shocking to actually watch. Knowing that someone put it out on YouTube. Like, it's one thing to see it at your friend's house when you know they're dealing with something and, you kind of understand what's going on. It's another thing to watch it actually happen. This reminds me, Fish, the band Fish.
Right.
By the way, Grateful Dead celebrated 50 years of Grateful Dead, I think.
60
years of Grateful Dead. And it was John Mayer, Trey Anastasio, and
Billy Strings.
Billy Strings and the remaining members of the Dead, and whoever's traveling with the Dead currently, did 3 nights wherever. Somewhere in San Francisco, they did 3 nights.
There's a Golden Gate Park.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I watched some of the John Mayer and Trey Anastasio trade licks. And that is the combination that I didn't know I needed. That was awesome.
It's really good.
Those two very talented guitar players just trading licks. And then poor Bob Weir there just trying to keep up.
Yeah, trying to hold on.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Bob's 80-something.
I think so.
Yeah, looks every bit of 80-something. And God bless him. Play until you fall out, Bob, for sure. You've earned it. But you could tell, he's getting up there in age, as we all are. But Trey Anastasio, when Fish was as hot as Fish had ever been, Fish was a scene, was a scene for a long time. And the people who like Fish, I think, largely grew up with Fish, like I did. They kind of came onto the scene. They started traveling around, touring like the Dead. Did not have a lot of radio hits, but people were passing along their CDs and their tapes and going to live shows because it was a whole event. And that event, those Fish shows, I know because I was at some of them, at times were not always like the best energy in the world, right? There was a lot of drugs going around. I guess it was what you made of it, but I would just notice that sometimes the Fish lot scene or the Fish scene would be very heavy. There was a lot of people doing a lot of heavy drugs. And I think that the band themselves fell victim to this, as more specifically Trey did, and he became very addicted to opiates, heroin. And there's actually a very famous video of the last show that Fish played before they broke up in 2003, I think it was. The story goes that Paige McConnell, who plays keyboards for Fish, about 3 months before they broke up, went to Trey one day, knowing that Trey was dealing with a severe opiate addiction, and said to him, I have always trusted since the day that this band started that you would lead us where we needed to go on stage, and I don't trust that anymore. And Trey, at that moment, decided, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to do something. And so they decided they were going to take a hiatus, break up. That's what they did. They broke up. That's how they positioned it at the time. They would break up. The last concert, obviously being an emotional thing for everyone, there is a famous video where Trey appears to snort heroin on stage in the middle of a song. And that's what it seems like to me. That's what a lot of people who were there say that happened. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think it's ever been verified by Trey. But, it's very obvious that Trey at times is nodding out while he's on stage.
Yeah.
During those last couple of years. And then about a year later, he was busted with 1,000 Oxycontin driving up in Rhode Island or wherever he lives. And that caused him to go to an interdiction program where he got help. And then he went on some medication that allowed him to stay clean while not suffering the worst of the addictions. Rush Limbaugh went through the exact same thing. As a matter of fact, Rush claimed that some of his hearing loss was due to his severe opiate addiction.
Well, I mean, God, there's been enough documentaries and things at this point I feel like I've watched them all.
Yes.
It's a huge epidemic.
It was a huge epidemic.
And then people would turn, when you couldn't get the actual pharmaceuticals, and you turned to heroin.
You turn to heroin, and now you turn to fentanyl, a much cheaper, much more potent version of this. And now there's a version called Trank, which is like a horse tranquilizer mixed with fentanyl that's going around up in the Northeast and, everywhere, but the Northeast. There are whole Instagram channels. I
saw people when we went to Seattle.
People that were just like
summer.
zombies, hanging,
Yes.
You couldn't believe they're standing up.
No.
You can't believe they're standing up, but they're standing up. Their legs are frozen, but their body is folded in half. It's just a terrible, terrible thing. And I know people personally in my own life who got a broken shoulder, a surgery, a thing that happened to them, and it started a long, twisting, winding road into opiate addiction. It's very serious. It's very powerful, and it feels good. And that's why people like opiates, is because it's euphoric at times, and it can make you forget about things. And not to mention, it takes away pain. So it's one of the few things that effectively takes away pain that we have found as human beings is opiate-based, morphine-based drugs. And so, politicians, musicians, friends, family, everybody, it seems like, knows somebody who has been affected by this.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I think Pauly is very funny in a way, where he's kind of a duh. I also don't want to kick a guy while he's down, if that in fact is what's happening. And I hope that he gets the help that he needs. I really do.
We'll keep an eye on things. We'll keep an eye on his channel.
Yeah, I'll take a look. This video just dropped a couple days ago, so we'll check up with him in a couple of weeks, and hopefully Frankie will drop something in between, keep us thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I do miss Frankie. He never fell asleep, I'll tell you that.
No, that guy never fell asleep.
His body's a temple.
Yeah, his body is a temple. I know he drinks because we've seen him with some boozy drinks.
Until recently with the bolognese or whatever he was making.
Oh my God, he was hammered during that. But okay, 1 out of 30 videos where you're a little tipsy talking about your mom's gumbayaba, whatever it is he was talking about.
Yes.
That he holds the secret key to many generations of, Goomba. Okay, Frankie. And I do love Frankie, but I don't want to see any.
This is just bizarre.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
Why you would think that looks good to put out?
How you look at that? You have to look at least a little bit of it before you put it out. Somebody had to have edited it, and I don't imagine he's got a big team behind him. There's like 300 people that subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
So I don't imagine there's a team. How you look at that and go, yeah, that's the kind of thing I want to put out there in the world.
As a coach.
As a team Pauly coach or whatever.
Yeah.
Pauly Couch Cushions. You're Pauly Couch Cushions.
Yeah. We'll have to monitor them.
Some videos are super energetic, this is the exact opposite of that. I just can't believe he put it out. Anyway, okay, there you go. ShopTCBpodcast.com. That's ShopTCBpodcast.com is available right now for your taking. Go ahead. Get in there. Dig around. The 3 or 4 items we have.
There's 5.
5. It's limited because that's the way that the first one. That's the way the first one is going to work.
There's 6, I guess, with the hat. Right?
Piggy fronting, commercial break, hoodie, sweater, hat.
Oh, okay.
5. Okay. There's 5 things. 6 with the sticker, but you get the sticker for free when you buy something. So go ahead, dig around, have some fun, get in there. Enjoy the merch. It'll be, they'll send it out soon as they can. And we appreciate any support that you give us. And we love you. What else to say? You're the best audience in the world. You're the best audience in the world, at least those we've interacted with.
Yes.
You're the best audience in the world.
We appreciate you.
There's only 3 of you, but that's why that's how we can confidently say you're the best audience in the world. And thank you for all of the support and love over the years. And this is just another thing we're trying. We'll see.
Signing off.
We're signing off. Yeah. We're signing off on this item, and we'll never be back. Buy our merch, and then our last episode is today. Buy our merch now, because in 5 seconds, we're going to be gone. We'll be at the Villages. Next time you hear from us. No, I think we have a lot more episodes to go. How many?
We are going to do the live thing on Friday.
Yes, that's right. As we speak right now. Okay, so if you're hearing this in the morning time on Friday, check out our Instagram channel. Check out our Instagram page, and you'll have more information about what channels you can watch the Rally LA Live with Krissy and I. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're super excited. And we're putting out this episode. Look at that. You get all kind of stuff. And we're putting out an episode tomorrow and on Sunday.
Yep.
So you're going to have 2 more days of hearing us talk about our merch. I don't know what you're going to hear more. Me go Shamalama Ding Dong or Shop TCB Podcast. ShopTCBpodcast.com. Rally LA Live. Can't wait. TCB minus our very first. I'm excited about this, actually.
Me too.
Obviously, we're not doing it right now. We're recording a day before, but you get it. Whatever. Who cares? Thanks. You can also go to the website, tcbpodcast.com. There we have links and pictures and all that to the merch. So go to tcbpodcast.com or shoptcbpodcast.com. Either of those places to grab the merch. Add the commercial break on Instagram. Please do follow us, as so many of you have recently. We appreciate it. That's a good thing. We made it up above 10,000. So much sooner than I ever imagined we would. I said if we got to 7,500 by the end of the year, we're hitting that pace. We're well above that pace. Love it. I love it. And by default, then my Instagram gets people that they follow Commercial Break and then they follow me, and that's cool. I don't post much, but that's cool.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/The Commercial Break for all the videos. The same day they air here on the audio, the entire library of video is right there on our YouTube channel. Also, I believe we'll be doing the Rally LA from YouTube. Also, we'll be streaming it on YouTube, so check that out. Go subscribe. You'll get notified when we go on air live. 212-433-3TCB, 212-433-3822. Questions, comments, concerns, content ideas. We do take them all right there. We'd love to hear from you. You can also give us a call. If you leave us a message, we might play your voice on the next episode of The Commercial Break. So hit us up, 212-433-3TCB. And what else? I think I said it all. And I'm not going to hit the post, as they say. I just won't hit the post, but that's okay, Krissy.
What was the question?
I don't know what the question was. 21 days. Day 21. God. Successful career. Women. Bitches. I didn't say it. God said it. Shut up. All right. ShopTCBpodcast.com. Check us out while we do the rally. We love you so much. Thank you for all the support over the years. Okay, I just keep on saying the same thing until it's over. All right, Chris. That's all I can do for today.
I think so.
I will tell you that I love you.
love you.
I will say best to
to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Until next time, Krissy and I will say, we do say, and we must say,
Goodbye.